Hey everyone, Angela Langlotz here. Happy Monday. I'm going to wait for a couple of people to show up, and I'm also going to share this to my page. If you'll just bear with me a moment here. I'm going to share it to my Trademark Doctor page. Share to a page, share to my page. I go through this every single time. It's kind of silly, but that's how Facebook makes us do it. And what am I talking about today? Today I'm talking about what's the difference between a trademark and a copyright. It says that I spelled difference wrong, but I don't think I did. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and share this. Post it. Hey, Rosie. Gosh, I haven't heard from you in forever. How are you doing, girl? Let's see, let me get my comments back. Do you have any trademark questions, Rosie? Go ahead and I will answer them. I'm gonna have to add a title to this later. I don't think I can edit it while I'm going live. Oh, maybe I can edit the post. That's what it's telling me anyway. That should be interesting. Okay, well, it doesn't look like I can, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well on this Monday. Oops, okay, I'm not gonna reload. I messed something up, but that's okay. I'm going to turn off the speaker so I don't get any weird feedback. So yeah, Rosie, if you have any questions, go ahead and go ahead and write them in the comments. And if you, oh, you're running for city council, that's great, Rosie. I hope you have success in that. Go ahead and like my Trademark Doctor page. I'm gonna put that into the comments, because if you, it's facebook.com/Trademark Doctor. If you like that, you will always get a notification when I'm going live. So, because I'm actually going to start running these from the Trademark Doctor page. Hey, Jerry. Jerry's one of my inspirations. Jerry does a lot of live streaming, So I learned a lot from watching Jerry. So thank you, Jerry. And hello, JC. All right, so go ahead and like my Trademark Doctor page. I dropped the link into the comments, because then you'll always, I'm going to start running these instead of running them from my personal page. I'm going to run them from the Trademark Doctor page, because then the video shows up on the Trademark Doctor page and it becomes kind of a permanent library for the general public and people who aren't my friends. Because right now, am I just running this to me, or am I running it to my friends? I should be running this. I'm sorry. I should be running it. Yeah, I'm running it publicly. So that's good. So people can see this, but they're probably not going to look for it here. They're probably going to look for it on the Trademark Doctor page. So Jerry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it from my business page and then share it to my personal profile. I think that's really what I should be doing. So that's what I'm going to do. So today I am going to talk about what is the difference between a trademark and a copyright. Oh, thanks, JC. That's a really nice comment for you to say. So the difference between a trademark and a copyright. So a trademark exists to distinguish your goods and services from other people's goods and services. So a trademark is anything that makes your goods and services distinguishable, right? So it could be any number of things. It could be a color, like think about Owens Corning's pink fiberglass insulation. It's pink, and they have a registered trademark for the color pink for insulation, and no one else can make insulation pink. They can make it brown, they can make it green, they can make it blue, they can make it red, but they cannot make it pink. It can be a sound like NBC's bong, bong, bong. That's actually a registered trademark for NBC, and it's distinctive because it distinguishes their broadcast services from other people's broadcast services. What else can be a trademark? Well, I think smells can be a trademark. Yes, of course, smells can be a trademark, but the issue is I don't even know, how do you submit a specimen online for a smell? That's got to be really challenging. What else can serve as a trademark? So a logo, like think about Nike swoosh, right? They put that on a lot of things. A slogan can be a trademark. Remember L'Oreal's "Because You're Worth It" slogan, or Nike's "Just Do It" slogan. I'm sure you can come up with others. Bye, Rosie. Thanks for coming by. So what else? What else? What else? Just a word. A word can be a trademark. Like think about Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola also has a registered trademark for their distinctive lettering that they have used to write out Coca-Cola. You can use a logo as a trademark as well. We already talked about logos, sorry. What else? So just a word like Apple. Apple can be a trademark for computers, but not for apples. We can talk about that another time. And then Apple also has their Apple logo that is very distinguishable. So anything can serve as a trademark. And what differentiates a trademark from a copyright is it's really protecting different things, right? So a trademark exists to protect your brand identity and brand association, right? So that the consumer isn't confused when it looks at your goods and somebody else's goods. We don't want the consumer confused between your goods and somebody else's goods, because they want to know what is the source of the goods. They want to know whose goods they're buying. Like, for example, when I see a tennis shoe with the Nike logo on it, I know that that's probably not going to fit me, because their heels, the heel counter is so wide that my heels, kind of flop around in it. I guess I've got skinny heels. I don't know. Hey, Mark. Hey, Rosellen. And hey, Dennis, back from Spain, perhaps. Anyway, and I know that when I see the Adidas logo, that shoe is more likely to fit me. So I've associated in my mind as a consumer, I have associated certain goods, certain characteristics of those goods with their brand. For example, when I say certain characteristics, like you get a different characteristic associated with Walmart versus Louis Vuitton, right? One is kind of a bargain basement, cheapy brand, and the other is a high-end luxury brand. So they're not the same thing, and you have, as a consumer, expect different things from each of those two brands. Like Walmart, you kind of expect to be the bottom of the barrel, cheap but serviceable. And Louis Vuitton, you expect to be a luxury good with a luxury purchase experience that you don't have at Walmart or Target, right? So that's the power of a brand. So it exists to distinguish your goods and services from other companies or sources' goods and services. Copyright is different. A copyright, and you don't need to register a copyright, you have rights from the moment you create a thing that is tangible, right? So a copyright exists to prevent others from copying or making derivative works from your work. And a copyright applies to anything creative that is reduced to a tangible medium. So if I can see it, hear it, smell it, touch it, that is tangible. It is perceivable with one of my five senses, right? So once I have reduced that idea to a tangible medium, then that thing, whatever it is that I've produced, I have ownership over, and nobody else can copy that because it's mine, right? And I want to distinguish between the idea, which is what would be protected by a patent, and the actual thing reduced to a tangible medium. So copyright doesn't protect mere ideas. It protects ideas reduced to a tangible medium of expression. So for example, the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is not covered by copyright protection, but if you take a photograph of it at night, and this is kind of weird, but the people who have lit the Eiffel Tower in a creative way, claim copyright for any photograph of the Eiffel Tower, because a photograph is a reproduction, right? Is a copy of the lighting display in the Eiffel Tower. So it's technically a copyright violation to take a photograph of the Eiffel Tower at night. Weird, but true. What else is covered by copyright? So like I said, it can be anything. It can be a musical composition. It can be a piece of writing. It can be a poem. It can be a play. It can be like a choreographed dance. Anything that you can perceive can be protected by copyright. What else can I tell you about copyright? There are certain exceptions to copyright law called fair use exceptions. And fair use, we don't really know where that line is. It gets litigated again and again. But fair use can be generally for things like criticism. Maybe you're like writing about a play that you saw, right? And maybe you're quoting a few lines from a book that you're reviewing. That is covered under copyright fair use, because we want people to be able to, critique work and talk about the work, but we don't want people to copy the entire work, obviously. Parody is also protected under copyright. So, and again, there's like this line and the line is kind of fluid depending on the circumstances. So whether something is a copyright infringement or parody is very much sometimes an inquiry into the exact facts and circumstances of the case. So don't go crazy copying somebody's stuff and then say, oh, well, I was just criticizing it, right? Fair use. You have to be careful there. Anyway, so that's the major difference. On the one hand, with a trademark, we're protecting somebody's brand identity and the association with their goods and services. And on the other hand, we're protecting a creative work reduced to a tangible medium. So does anyone have any questions for me before I sign off? I'll give you a chance to write those in. See if anybody has anything that they want to ask me. You can ask me any questions. And I'm really having a lot of fun with these lives, and I'm really happy that people join in to watch them. Anyone? Any questions? All right, well, if you think of one before tomorrow's live, please do feel free to message me with that. And I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you later. And again, like and follow my Trademark Doctor page so that you're notified when I go live, because I'm going to be running all these Facebook Lives from the Trademark Doctor page from now on. I just forgot to do that when I went live today. All right, have a great Monday, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow.